Hey Virgo, how are you? Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's go. Okay, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. How you doing? Welcome to the weekly reading. Tiana Louise, Intuitive Coach Sultan, Worth a Read 1111, here at your service. Man, it's been a beautiful week. Oh, you guys been creating this week? Magician wanted to pop out. Let's look at the energy of your connection. If you're here on my channel, that's because you guys are experiencing some kind of difficulty, separation, limited contact, that kind of thing. And you are here to see what is up, what's going on. And it is my pleasure to take a look at that for you. So we will look at what's been happening in the recent past, the present, and the near future of this connection. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Six of Wands, right? I wanted to say off top that there's been some sort of victory here, but the next thing that came up in my spirit is pride and ego, right? Someone making a move, thinking it was the right move, but it turned out to be the wrong move because it was rooted in intentions that were not so good, or at least not beneficial for both parties involved. So let's look at what's been going on in the past. Okay, in the recent past, we have someone really thinking about how to fix something, how to solve a problem, to bring this connection back together where you guys can actually be in harmony with one another, working together with one another. But this has been a slow process. And right now, this isn't actually action that's taking place in the connection. And if it is, it's happening at a very slow and methodical pace, right? Because we have this Nine of Pentacles here. And with this Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles is always moving forward and always working in a, to move in a positive direction, but it's like step by step by step. And with this Two of Wands here, this is my planning card. This is my problem solving card. This is my analytical card. I feel like someone has been really thinking about this and really trying to formulate how they want to come forward in order to bring you two back into harmony and connection, Virgo, right? I feel like there's been some sort of breakdown, and now this person in this Six of Wands energy is trying to figure out how to bridge the gap so that they can have victory with you again. With what's happening in the present, yeah, there we go. We have Knight of Swords, we have the Chariot, and then we have the Five of Pentacles. I feel like someone really acted like a jerk, like a jackass here with this Knight of Swords. It can be very aggressive with tone, with taste, with etiquette, with their words, right? And I feel like that was in an effort to kind of take control of a situation. So there may have been some arguments that took place, some words that were said, some really aggressive energy that came out in the connection that left you, Virgo, feeling out in the cold, feeling, at a loss of what to do next, how to handle the situation. And so instead you just, kind of retreated into yourself, kind of walked away and just hunkered down on your own, right? I feel like you're not talking to them. You don't even want to hear what they have to say after the way that they spoke to you. And that has been a problem. It's created a block and a barrier between you two. And now they're trying to figure out how to overcome that. And I feel like it's something that, potentially can happen, but it's going to take some time, right? It's going to take some time in really sorting things through, sorting out, what happened versus how we feel about what happened. There are a lot of feelings to sort out and a lot of things to clear up because there were some things that, some words exchanged, something that just kind of left things unclear. Unclear about how people really feel, unclear about what their true intentions are. And in order for that to be cleared up, there's going to have to be more than just apologies exchanged, right? I feel like there's some work this person will have to do in order to clean things up with you in a way where you feel comfortable allowing them in your space again, right? And you're willing to wait. You're willing to wait for that to happen. I feel like you're not in a rush, right? I feel like so much has happened. You're really just wanting to sort through things. You're wanting time to just sort through things and figure out what direction you want to go. So I want to look at their energy towards you at this time. So we have self-worth. We have workaholic. And we have complacency. So they may be playing it really cool right now, burying themselves in their work to try and take their minds off of things, but while they may look like this, they're definitely thinking about how to formulate a plan to make a change and right things, right? To right their wrongs. Because this definitely didn't make them feel good about themselves. I feel like they understand and they are very much aware of how their words left you feeling empty. But what's funny here is that it left them feeling empty too. Like they didn't feel good about what was said. It actually, I feel like they froze their heart as a way of trying to prevent themselves from appearing vulnerable, from saying too much or putting too much out on the table. But it left a lot of things bottled up inside of them, and now they're like stuck on an island of their own emotions with no one to share it with. And so the way that they're coping with that is just by diving into their work, diving into things that will take their mind off of this, but they really haven't been able to, right? And so they've kind of had to just settle into this energy of acceptance, of really accepting what happened, accepting what was said or what was did. And it doesn't make them feel good. Like I feel like, like this person, the person on this card is actually shedding a tear, right? It's like they're just sitting in this energy and they don't know what to do about it, but they can't move out of it at this time. So I want to clarify their feelings with some tarot cards. So we have the Knight of Wands. I feel like this is how they see themselves having acted. Like this is the energy they know they gave off as someone who's, kind of restless, impulsive, non-committal, not really interested, moving at, moving or speaking at, record-breaking speed. I feel like this person was talking really fast, saying a lot of things that they didn't necessarily mean because they really weren't thinking it through. And we have Six of Pentacles, right? And now they're feeling the consequences of their actions. The Six of Pentacles can come up as a karmic card. And I feel like everything that they said has now been turned around on them. And they've been left sitting in the stew of their stuff, right? Really replaying in their minds, hearing. It's almost like they've been able to, like when they replay the situation in their mind, when they think about it, it's like watching a movie. They can see their facial expressions, they can hear their tone of voice, and they know that they were in this energy of the Nine of Wands, just being really reckless with their words, not really being sensitive, being angry, argumentative, and intentionally keeping the situation emotionally charged in a negative way when they could have, brought balance, and they chose not to. Yeah, and we have seven of swords, and that's because in that moment, right, and this card is ruled by the moon, which is all about illusions, all about being in the dark, keeping things hidden, right, in a dishonest way or a dishonoring way. And so they're in this energy where they know that they've dishonored themselves and they want to correct that. But let's see, that's what I'm picking up on, but let's see if that's how they actually want to move forward. Let's see, how do they want to move forward? Like, how do they want to make amends in this connection? Yeah, so they want to bring love to the situation, right? They understand that this is what was missing the first time around, and so now they want to add this back in because this is how they truly feel. And, you know, they may be sending you telepathic messages at this time. That's something that we will look at in the extended reading, but they really want to share with you the things that they've been receiving just in terms of signs and synchronicities. They may even be dreaming about you. They may have said some things in a dream to you that they would like to share with you or wish that they could share with you. And so I feel like, you know, there's these love messages that they want to bring forth, but I feel like they're also really shy at this time to do that because they're embarrassed. But we'll see. And they're hopeful. Yeah, so they're really hopeful and optimistic, and that's why they're putting a lot of thought into how to bring the connection forward, because they've realized that they hurt you, right? But they haven't given up hope. They haven't given up hope that they can turn this around and fix this. So I just want to look at, you know, where you are to see what to clarify what the near future outcome could be, right? Because we have the Ten of Cups, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. So for me, you know, sevens are very spiritual numbers, and there's always a lot of faith and hope wrapped into those numbers. But with the Seven of Cups, to me that says, you know, you could go either way. You know, it's like you're kind of taking a wait and see what happens approach, but at the same time in the back of your mind you're like, I really don't know if this is something I want, because at the end of the day I want this Ten of Cups, and that's not what's been offered to me. But you still can't help but remember the good times. You cherish the memories that you guys do have. And this right now still has a strong hold over your heart. And so I feel like with this kind of energy, you're definitely hoping as well. You're optimistic and hoping, well, maybe not optimistic, but at least hoping and wishing that, you know, something can be done to bring you guys back together. And then we have fall, right? This can be about, you know, timing, something coming back together in the fall. This can be about harvesting something, right? Trying to harvest and sow the seeds that, you know, have been planted in this connection that are good, right? Not everything has been upended, right? And this could also be about things falling away, you know, like you leaning into the memory of the good times and hoping that these things that have come up to challenge the connection will actually fall away and this person will return. So that's where I see you being. And so I want to go into the extended right now, where I will look at the likelihood of them returning, what they may be planning in terms of returning, what that could look like, and whatever messages that they have on their heart that they have not been able to share with you. We'll take a look at all of that in the extended reading. So thank you so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, Virgo. Let me know how this resonated with you by leaving a comment below. And if you want to go to the extended reading, then you'll just click the link in the description box. All right. Thank you so much. Peace.